Okay, moving on to video number 32, ending up for the D's. Last of the 45s and CDs. First, we're going to start off with this little cardboard 7-inch, well, 6-inch, 78. Donald Duck, doing a Donald Duck song. These are found in the back of cereal boxes, things of that nature. Just a nice little piece to have in the collection. It does play rather nicely. Here we have Jimmy Dean doing Stand Beside Me, backed with a tiny drop of sadness. Donald Duck on Disneyland Records, A Fun Story, backed with A Fun Story Part 2. Skeeter Davis, The End of the World, backed with Somebody Loves You on RCA Victor. Mac Davis, You Are So Lovely, backed with You're My Best Friend on Casablanca. On Decca Records, we have Sammy Davis Jr., Love Me or Leave Me, backed with Something's Gotta Give. Here he is on MGM doing The Candyman, backed with I Want to Be Happy. Skeeter Davis again on RCA Victor, My Last Date with You, backed with Someone I'd Like to Forget. Skeeter Davis again, Somebody Else on Your Mind, backed with I'm Saving My Love. One more Skeeter Davis, Something Precious, backed with Where I Ought to Be. Dr. Hook on Capitol, Only 16, backed with Let Me Be Your Lover. Shit. Hold on one second. Sorry about that, I had a wrong pile mixed in there. Johnny Duncan on Columbia, She Can Put Her Shoes Under My Bed, backed with Maybe I Just Crossed Your Mind. Here's the Drifters on an Atlantic Oldie series, Save the Last Dance for Me, backed with When My Little Girl Is Smiling. Dave Dudley, Truck Driving Son of a Gun, backed with I Got Lost. Johnny Duncan, Louisville, Nashville, Southbound Train. Promotional Columbia, backed with I Live to Love You. Here's another Columbia promotional 45, the Dukes of Dixieland. The Big Parade, backed with Fair is Fair. Dave Dudley, Me and Old CB, United Artist, backed with I Can't Remember You. Here's Dave Dudley with Tom T. Hall on Mercury, Day Drinking, backed with Let's Get On With the Show. Jimmy Dean on a Yellow Label 4-eyed 45, When They Ring the Golden Bells, backed with Little Sandy Slayfoot, excuse me. Jimmy Dean again, Starlight Star Bright, backed with Making My Mind Up. Jimmy Dean, Big Bad John, backed with I Won't Go Hunting With You, Jake, but I'll Go Chasing Women. Jimmy Dean, the PT 109, backed with Walk On Boy. Little Bitty Big John, backed with Steel Man. Tyrone Davis, Do You Feel It? Backed with Do You Feel It? Instrumental. Tyrone Davis, Let Me Be Your Pacifier, backed with Turning Point. Here is Dawn and Tie a Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree on Bell Records, backed with I Can't Believe How Much I Love You. Bobby Denver on Country and Western Hits doing Candy Kisses, backed with Ring of Fire. James Daring doing Her Royal Majesty, backed with If I Could Only Tell You. Johnny Duncan, Come a Little Bit Closer with Janie Fricke. Backed with Loneliness Can Break a Good Man Down. Here he is again doing Fools. Backed with Tiny Fingers. Mac Davis out of Casablanca doing Texas in My Rearview Mirror. Backed with Sad Songs. Of course, Mac Davis, It's Hard to Be Humble, backed with The Greatest Gift of All. Here's another Atlantic Oldies series. Bobby Darin, Mac the Knife, backed with Beyond the Sea. And last is this Casino Records, Jimmy Dean, IOU, backed with Let's Pick Up the Pieces. That takes care of the rest of the vinyl and the Ds. I do have a few CDs and Ds. I have this, used to DJ a lot for weddings and things of that nature, so I have this Disc Jockey Volume 4, Traditionals on Compact Discs. It's a compilation disc. Of course, it has the chicken dancing for He's a Jolly Good Fellow and, you know, My Son, traditional songs for the bride and groom. This was a band called Phil Dirt and the Dozers. They were a 50s and 60s remake doo-wop band. They weren't too bad. This is Laura Dodd. The album is called Songbird, and I suggest you guys check her out. I just met her recently. She is a wonderful, wonderful girl. Check her out on Reverb Nation. She's got some great songs. We have Joe Diffie's Honky Tonk Attitude. Of course, Honky Tonk Attitude and Prop Me Up Beside the Jukebox, and some of his great songs from back in the 90s. Also have Joe Diffie's Third Rock from the Sun album. Of course, Third Rock from the Sun and Wild Blue Yonder and Pickup Man. And then we have Joe Diffie's Life's So Funny with Bigger Than the Beatles and CRUNTRY. Another compilation album, Doo-Wop Treasures. Some great 50s doo-wop. People like the Harp Tones, the Packards, and the Five Crowns. Some great 50s doo-wop. And to end it off, we have Def Leppard's Adrenalize album. And that takes care of all the Ds. Thank you very much.